Good afternoon, folks. This is Brianna Weatherspoon, Busy Bee with Austin Gumbo, and I am live here at the Asian Resource Center here in Austin. Folks, episode 2 is coming along, and I'm very excited to tie everything together for Where is Black Austin. But the show must continue while I'm doing all of that, and so I'm making it a point as the woman on the streets to keep coming out to the different communities in between these episodes. And so when I heard that the Central Texas Township community group here in Austin with the Cherokee Nation was doing this pinch pot workshop, I wanted to make sure that I came out to not only keep introducing myself here in the community, but also to get some one-on-one time with one of their members to learn a little bit more about their group, what they're doing, their events, and how we as Austinites can get involved. I'm going to go ahead and make my way inside so we can see what this workshop is all about.
So is that the idea?
Put your hand, a finger in here and hold it to help keep it from pushing through as much. The same clay, sculpt with it,
Does everyone know the story of the first pot from Robert Lewis?
The first pot?
The first pot, how the first pot was made.
Tell us.
Okay. Aloha case and the world it was.
Can you tell me what we were doing today exactly?
Yeah, for sure. So we were out with our Central Texas Cherokee Township. We are a community outreach group for at-large Cherokee citizens and also just in general local folks and Indigenous folks that want to get together and have community with each other. So we were out here today at the Asian American Resource Center making some pinch pots, which are kind of a traditional way of making things like cups and different tools along those lines, ashtrays for some folks. I like them for my cat's whiskers, so multi-use tools, but a really traditional practice and way of us to all sit down and have community with each other and share stories and stuff.
And how often are you guys getting together?
Probably once a month we have an event going on, or once every 6 weeks. And so that's also where I say an event, because we have specific events that the Central Texas Cherokee Township puts on, but then we also are really involved with the community.
And do you guys travel around the city for your events, or is there a designated place that you guys tend to congregate?
Yeah. So I love that you said tend to as well. I know you didn't mean it as the verb tend kind of a thing, but I mention that because we do have specific events that we host where we'll have, for instance, like a pinch pot party or like a beading event or something like that, or even a planting event kind of a thing. But we also have been working a lot with different communities around Austin, for instance, like Red Salmon Arts Bookstore and St. Edward's University to plant some Three Sisters gardens. And so those are things where, and we worked even with like the Zilker Botanical Gardens and stuff. And so those were events where people were able to come and we were able to share stories and talk about the importance of planting and having these things in the ground. But tending, in that sense, those are things that we are maintaining those connections.
How are people finding out that you guys exist? How are you finding, how are Cherokee folks who are coming into the city or other folks able to find you guys?
Yeah, that's such a great question. So our Cherokee Nation has a couple of at-large citizen groups. So that is technically one of like a group that we are sponsored by the Cherokee Nation and stuff. So if they're connected with the Cherokee Nation, that's one way that individuals can find us. But in that sense, it's like, we've been here for a while now, and so how do people get connected whenever it's like that's already established? So some things we've been really trying to do as well is just to try and diversify individuals' understanding of what does Indigenous look like or Native American look like, because Cherokee Native American or Cherokee indigeneity can look a little different than, for instance, the Lipan Apache and indigeneity that is inherently mixed in with a Mexican identity, for instance. So we're trying to engage with these different communities so that we can allow people to see that being Indigenous or being Native American can look so many different ways.
Yeah.
And it's just about being in community with each other and being in community with the land as well.
Because I know right now there's a lot of conversation regarding the city of Austin to have like a new food plan that they're about to, launch. Are you guys taking part in this?
Yeah. So we've partnered with a few of the individuals actually working directly on that, the food service program that's with the city of Austin. But then we've also tried to connect more directly as well with groups like the Austin Organic Gardeners and things like that, and partner with them to do seed exchanges and presentations along those lines and stuff. And so we joke often, Doug and I, where it's like we want every person to be growing corn out here and stuff. So as with as much or as small land as you've got kind of a thing. And so whether that's backyard gardening or container gardening kind of a way, And so just talking about how all of those can exist in relationship with each other, and how powerful it can be to have that relationship with the land again.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're definitely we have tried really hard to stay connected with the folks working on that food plan, and just trying to increase in general conversations around food sovereignty. So we did we actually hosted an event that was kind of in tandem with them, that was all about food sovereignty and talking about the power that you can get from growing your own food, and how much more connected you can feel to a culture and different things like that by reconnecting with your food, and not only just with your food, but growing your food and growing food that comes from your specific area and things like that. So we're definitely trying to stay connected with them. I think everyone can grow corn.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to make everyone grow corn. We're trying to get as much corn out here as we possibly can, and get as much different varieties as well. There's just so much. Corn can be such a diverse plant, and there's so many different opportunities to engage with it, whether it's a nixtamalized corn, or a sweet corn, or a popping corn, or different things like that. And so we think it's a really good, almost even metaphor for the community that exists in Austin and stuff. So trying to engage with that as a holistic way to build up community and to grow community, and also grow corn at the same time.
I can imagine that helps with the visibility, not only of your group, but of the Cherokee community in the here in Austin.
It definitely
being
does.
Attached to that.
Yeah, it does. And for instance, one of the things we do with especially with our Cherokee folks, so every year the Cherokee Nation will open our heirloom seed bank up, and so it's kind of a lottery-based system, though. Imagine, as popular as Taylor Swift tickets are, that's basically what heirloom heirloom seeds are to the Cherokee. So they'll open up on our Gadoogie portal, which is our community portal. They'll open up the opportunity for you to go in there and claim these specific heirloom seeds. But like I said, they're so popular, they sell out really quickly.
Wow.
And so one of the things we're trying to do is to try and get some of those heirloom seeds to grow them successfully down here. And so then we can grow that seed opportunity. So if people can't get the seeds from the Cherokee Nation, we can say, okay, well, y'all come to Austin, and we got you covered, kind of a thing. And not only do we have you covered, but it's, corn grows so differently based off of where it's at.
I can imagine. So
we're really trying to pay specific attention to the land that we're on and that we're able to steward now, and the community that could be involved with that as well.
If folks who are going to be watching this want to learn more about your group and how to connect, and possibly to learn more about the events, where can they go for that?
Yeah, so we just actually got our new website up, but you can also find us across all of our social medias. We have multiple different social media accounts up. So you just look up the Central Texas Cherokee Township. Y'all should be able to find us on Instagram and Facebook and all of those good things, and our website as well.
Excellent insight from Rachel as to what the Central Texas Cherokee Township is doing here in Austin. So stay tuned for more coverage on not only this group, but the other Indigenous groups that call Austin home. Now, to follow the Central Texas Cherokee Township, you can find them at CTX_Cherokee_Township. Well, folks, that's all from me today. This is Brianna Weatherspoon, Busy Bee. Until next time.